Yeah, the other day I was talking to a mate of mine from Ascot, my mate Martin, and he was in Spain for quite a long time. And I was talking about people that I know in Spain, and he said, "Yeah, I know them very well. Right, they're heavy, man. They're really, really heavy people." And he said that one of the heaviest guys that I ever met, Ray, in Spain, was Marvin Herbert. He said he was a fantastic enforcer, and if you owed money, mate, he would get it. He was very, very dangerous. He was always tooled up, and everybody knew that. And if he walked in a club and people knew who he was, it'd go quiet. It would go quiet because they knew that Marvin was in there for a reason to see someone, and they didn't really know who it was. It could have been them, could have been anybody, you know what I mean? But their arseholes would fall out and it'd all go quiet. When he was about, it was quiet, mate. He said people knew. And he said that when Marvin run around Spain with him and a few other guys in the car, it was heavy. They knew that it was on top for them. Someone was going to get it, yeah? Yeah, and I just said, "Well, I didn't know that, mate." I said, "Yeah, he was a bad man, mate. He wasn't liked at all in Spain. He was dangerous, yeah." I said, "Yeah, because you get to hear stories that he was wrapped around the killer hands." He said, "I don't know about that, Ray. I don't know if he had wrapped around the killer hands, but I think he had the killer hands as friends. I don't think he was working with them. I think he just had them as friends." I said, "Yes, mate." I said, "Even to have them as friends is enough, you know what I mean?" He went, "I know, mate, I respect that way, He said when he come back to England, he got shot and all this, that and the other, his life changed. But he was wrapped around yardies before all that, big yardie people, and when they went on someone, the real yardies. He said, "You get the real yard, not the ones that fucking make out the yardies, but the real ones. If they're on your case, you're in trouble." And Marvin Herbert was wrapped around the yardies. He had a little firm of them, little clique of them goes to go around and get plenty of money, mate. He was earning fortunes, Marvin Herbert. Once he got shot and all that, things changed, Things changed. I try to imagine what it'd been like for him. Listen, my body's full of scars, stabbed here, and all stabbings. But I've been shot in the shoulder, but not like Marvin, in the leg and the eyes and bits and pieces like that, and the body, So in the groin, he got shot as well, So he's gone through a lot, you know what I mean? I've never been shot like that, Been stabbed up and with screwdrivers and all them sort of things, I've said, but not like Marvin, yeah. And yeah, he was a proper enforcer. And when my mate Fish, when I talk to Fish when I talk to Fish on the phone, we always talk about Marvin. Marvin just comes up, have you heard about him, what he's doing now? And Fish will say, "Listen, mate, I was away with Marvin, and Marvin can have a right fight." I said, "As happens, Fish." Marvin says about you. He said, "Yeah, but Marvin could, mate. He was a handful. He wasn't frightened of any man. He wasn't frightened. Even if he got a good eye in Marvin, it'd be a good fight. The person wouldn't want to fight him again. It's one of them things with Marvin. He could really march on." And another one that we should talk well about Marvin was a guy called Christian Morgan from KRNTV. He's got another channel now called Guilty. But KRNTV, my mate Christian Morgan, really spoke well of Marvin Herbert. Never, ever once have I heard Christian Morgan run Marvin Herbert down. He's always big respect for him and really talked well. He said, "Ray, I know so many stories about Marvin Herbert, mate. He was a right dangerous man." I said, I respect him myself because I've done quite a few podcasts with Marvin. I think I've done about 3 or 4. And Marvin, you get it. You sit there with him and the aura comes off of him, You can see that he was a proper handful, mate. He was a dangerous man, And being shot like he was shot, the eyes and the arms and the legs and the groin, and that must have really take something from you, yeah. But I know a lot of guys, yeah. I know a lot of guys that have been hurt, yeah, stabbed up, really had a good fight, been beat bad, you know, and they just give up. They give up, you know, and you hear about them later on. They've got fat, just let their life go, you know, just recluse and all that game. But Marvin, when he's getting shot like he shot, he's still doing his thing, mate. He's still got it there. He's still a very, very dangerous man, you know what I mean? Even today, being shot like that, yeah, he's still a dangerous man. He ain't give up, mate. He will not give up. And I've got the utmost respect for him, mate. The utmost respect. You know, I like Marvin. I really, really like him. And, you know, love him well.